Sage, welcome back to the channel. It's me, OU Lucy, here with a tarot card reading for you today. I got your 8th Astrolecture. Lecture. Yes, about that time again. We're doing a data dump, adding more to the series, adding more to the dictionary of Astrolectures. Man, it reminds me so much of watching TV, man. Watching episodic programming and things like that. It brings so much stuff into perspective. And we never really thought about this stuff when we were younger. Like, we kind of thought about the future, or at least I did. And you want to know the crazy part? A lot of the stuff that I thought about back then is actually coming true now. But there were small annoyances growing up. There were. Every generation has them. Everyone wants to be a gamer nowadays, but no one knows about wired controllers. All they know about is the wireless. If you don't know the pain of untangling your wired controllers, all your PlayStation controllers, maybe even your headphones and stuff like that, you don't know the real console gaming. But let's get into your reading, Sagittarius. Yeah, a long journey, man. See, I grew up in the Nintendo age. I think the Nintendo came out a year before I was born, maybe a couple of years before I was born. Now that I look back on it, that is pretty old. But let's see what energies are currently surrounding you, what's coming towards you for the Astrolecture episode 8, Sagittarius. Lessons needing to be learned or revised, remembered, redistributed. And grounding you is, okay, standing in your boss energy today, actually, here. We have, what are we dealing with? We're dealing with the King of Pentacles. So this is a leader. This is a leader. This is a very creative person, very passionate. They are very attractive as well. This could be looked at as some form of an inspirer. So I'm not sure if they talk or if they let their actions do the talking. So this could be some form of an athlete. This person could also be some sort of a farmer. Yeah, this person's been across a lot of different places. They're shapeshifter. There's a lot of colors here. They've probably experienced a lot of different cultures, a lot of different languages, people, foods, that sort of thing. So they're well cultured here. So a very creative individual as well. This may be some sort of a painter or artist. Almost like a Tyler, okay, both Tyler Perry and Tyler the Creator. Really, actually, to be honest with you. We have contentment here. So either they're content. They're very stable, happy with themselves. 8 of Cups, they're in love with themselves. So you could be enamored with yourself at this time. I'm not sure if this is an increase in confidence, but this could be acceptance of your gifts. There's confidence coming from the King of Wands. I hope I haven't been saying King of Swords the whole time. The King of Wands, yeah, someone's in love with themselves, or they're gaining a new confidence about themselves. I'm not gonna say a new confidence, but they're experiencing a growth in their confidence. Or someone could be very enamored with you. You're coming off very attractive to someone. 5 of Cups. Emotionally disconnected here. So this could be an entertainer of some sorts here. King of Wands is very gifted, very expressive. That has to be some sort of an entertainer. We had films and TV before there was sound, and they were still expressing themselves through movement here. So again, this could be a very silent type of individual as well, with them being very content. But then someone is also looking at you as wish fulfillment. This person could be watching you. They're somewhere hearing you, somewhere just outside of your peripheral or just within your peripheral. You might see them wearing hoodies or a hat or shades or something like that, or trying to conceal themselves or make themselves inconspicuous. They may try to act like they don't see you as well, but they're very emotionally enamored with you here. The back is turned here on both of these cards. Now, someone can just be completely turned off, disillusioned, and doesn't even know what's going on here in other situations, but I believe someone knows exactly what's going on here. Two of Pentacles, yeah. They're playing a juggling game. Is this work related? Some sort of a work crush? Or this could be families, okay? The people you know, like if you open up a business, it'll be the people that you know that's always trying to ask for free stuff and a discount. But they'll go right to a shopping mall or a shopping plaza, and they'll go to these expensive stores, restaurants and places, and they'll pay full price and don't ask the person at the counter for a discount. You better give Nike their money. And in turn, when you have someone that's in your business that has an idea, you better support as well. What do we see? There's an obsession coming through. The devil is showing up again today for Sagittarius reading. So, some sort of, I'm getting an affliction here though. Okay, so someone is having health issues here. This could be some sort of a patriarch or some sort of a matriarch here. Some sort of could be a content creator. Ooh. Someone that's in charge here. That's like the head of a major foundation, or someone very inspirational here. This would be like a community leader or something like that, having health issues, or like some sort of a disease that's weighing heavily on them. Could be a generational curse. You have old age, and then you have diseases and things like that. Me, myself, you may see me start to, now that I do readings out at the park, you may see me cross my legs a lot now. Often. I've actually been doing it a lot more often over the past month. That's because I had restless leg syndrome. Well, I still do. I was born with it. It's a trait, literally, in your DNA. A small speck of data, so small that it's able to fit inside a sperm, which is already one of billions, that also has billions of X and Y chromosomes inside of it that makes up the person that you are. So indeed, the memories of your ancestors are encoded in your DNA. Just like the strongest people who were able to make it over the Atlantic and onto this North America here and help to manufacture it and produce it and grow it into this place that we call United States. These are the same people that have some of the strongest DNA. You will wonder why the government and different other communities and societies would experiment on them the most. Well, when you're able to kill the strongest tiger or the strongest lion in the jungle, everyone else is pretty much horseplay. If we are able to modify the genes of black people with their strong DNA, that means we can modify the genes of everyone. Whether we want to look at it as nefarious or something that can help us here, there's been people who they're dead and gone, but they're still holding on to their DNA because it's been some of the only human DNA to jump in what will be considered the modern evolution of this person's DNA that was able to cure cancer cells instantly and provide cures for a wide variety of diseases that we have currently on this planet. But they'll never tell you that, just like there are still UFO files being sealed, just like there's all other types of documents being sealed about politics and that and whatnot. The devil here, Capricorn energy. This is work. This is the system. This is night and day. All business hours are open 24 hours a day. Capricorn, the year ends and begins with Capricorn. So, it's like it's work. It's capitalism here. It's actually also holding people accountable, but this is karmic energy though. This is almost like, indeed, you can make the point that the slaves weren't working for free, technically. Maybe you can justify for whatever reason that, yeah, they were making whatever. I'm not sure what inflation was, or I guess you would call it deflation at this point if we're talking about history. I don't know what a penny a day would be worth 200, 300, 400, 500 years ago. But you would say, yeah, see, they weren't working for free. We were paying them a penny a day. Just like people that are in prison now, they, instead of getting a job working at McDonald's now for $12 an hour, they rather get locked up in jail in prison and have to work for free or get paid 30 cents a day or whatever the case may be. But you say you don't want to have a job. But yeah, it's as simple as that. Slaves may have had a place to stay and were maybe fed leftovers, but what type of life is that to live? Literally every parent at every generation says they want their children to live better than they were, or have a better life than them. The problem with people nowadays is that there's a balance of integrity and accountability here, where they want to also try to live their best lives, their whole entire lives. Yeah, you have a season to partake and have a good time and have good fun, and even when you start to get a little bit older, you still have a little bit of time to make dumbass decisions and screw up. But at some point, people are gonna start looking at you weird, or at least they should start looking at you weird. Look at the people next to you. Look at the person to the left and the right of you, and if you're the smartest person in the room, or the best looking in the room, or the most spiritual in the room, or whatever the case may be, you need to exit that room and find new people here. Or you need to do like Drake and Timbaland said and say something, man. Say something, man. What we got coming up in your current situation here? So that's your past here. We had someone that put you on some sort of a pedestal, or they were enamored with you in some sort of way. This could have been a work job or something like that, or some sort of a pay to play. Could be like some sort of a mobile app, maybe Tinder or something like that. But this is karmic relationship. This is also encroachment as well. Someone could have been there probably was some sort of a commitment that someone wasn't abiding by. Women have a certain way about them leaving things at men's house that they sleep over, or whatever the case may be, or that they visit. Yeah, immature activities here. Immature acts of love. Someone's trying to make up though. So there was a breakup here with karmic energy here. Someone could have been balancing multiple people in this situation as well. That's probably what could have turned this situation bad. Someone's trying to make up the Page of Cups, an offer of love here. And then the Two of Cups, which is unity, which is an apology. Four of Pentacles. Someone's lacking in self-confidence, or someone's lacking in insecurity, or they're not willing to give a second a chance or something like that, or they have to, like I would say, sleep on it, because they would have to balance their integrity here. This is like the typical good over bad scenario here, hero versus villain. You'd have to battle your conscience, and you'd have to battle your heart as well. It's like a head and heart battle. So it's like, this could be someone that doesn't take crap, and they may have a high standard for someone, and someone may have encroached on them, butterflies, and now they have to figure out, do they want to hold stern to their ideologies that they've held for 10, 15, 20 years, or do they want to forgive people? And this is the problem with attachments. Once you have attachments, whether it's people, places, or things, you start to build love for them. Again, women don't know how to hold a debate or a conversation and prove what love is. They just want to say, marry me and love me and do you love me, but they don't love themselves or even know how to build an argument around love. But here I go explaining love and how to explain love to people. Whether it's something you can hold, a place you can vacate, like a casino or a bar. Yeah, someone's having an issue with gambling here. A casino, a club, or a bar or just a person whose energy you like to be in. That's what love is. That's what hate is. That's what envy is. And we have a whole scale of emotions that affect the human psyche. This is what we call a basic human experience. Just certain things you have to experience as a human or go through in life. I mean, every human does it, or you wouldn't be a human. Insects don't have to worry about that. Animals don't have to worry about that. High vibrational beings they typically don't box people in. I won't say that they don't hold them to a standard, but they don't box people in. We do know that Jesus, who knows the reason why he was left crying to his Father to be taken down off a cross while people were murdering him. Could it be the fact that he was one of the most anointed people ever in the Bible, and he were hanging with murderers, whores, and thieves, and all these types of people, because he were trying to, no one would understand the fact that he were trying to help them and minister to them and relieve them of their generational curses and traumas, right? We make jokes about him turning water into wine, right? How he was a magician and how he just played with people's minds. He could stick his hand in a river and then cut his hand on a rock, and the water would get mixed with his blood and it would look like wine. All these different things. Even myself, I had an epiphany yesterday that started me on, not yesterday, but when I originally started my spiritual expansion, about being able to walk on water. They said he was able to do. Some people are shallow and say maybe it was very shallow water. Shallow and shallow, you see that? But as I contemplated one day by a river bank, I was able to see the reflection of the sun, aka the Son, Christ the Son, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. And I saw it on the water, and I was like, oh, that's meant for me. That's my testimony. That's my story. That's the way my brain works. That's my interpretation. This is how philosophers write books on these sort of aha moments. We literally have the sun reflecting off the water. That's the sun walking on water, or Jesus walking on water. And all of the planets revolve around the sun. If you want to say it's 9 of them, or if you want to say it's 12, 13 of them. It's really your matter of perspective. But what's coming? Oh yeah, one more for what you're currently going through right now. Yeah, reinvestment in self here. You're trying to rely on your emotions here. Trying to weigh things out here. Something about time. Yeah, you're trying to let time pass. Sometimes the only thing that can heal you is time. So yeah, 7 of Pentacles has to do with health as well. This is natural healing. This is like getting out to the beach and getting in the water or something like that, or going out to the park and laying in the grass. A literal grounding, because there's a spiritual element here with the devil going on here. It's affecting someone's emotions heavily, so they're gonna have to experience some form of a self-love where they don't. That's the whole thing with codependence. Codependency. Maybe someone may have thought it was a good thing, but no, when you're codependent, that means you rely on something. You can't live without something. Like it's a hindrance to you, like it's a hamstring. So if you're in a codependent relationship with someone, that means you can't live without them. You need them for something, whether you're codependent on their finances, whether you're codependent on them mentally, where you can't think or make decisions for yourself, or whether you're codependent on them emotionally, where, again, if you're that codependent on someone to where you're trying to force love on them, or you have to constantly question someone's love, I mean, there's actions that can be seen again. So it shouldn't be so much of a mystery, or why you have to beat someone over the head with the same questions every single day. Go read a book. So that's what you're currently going through here. Someone's trying to heal after a karmic situation here. Some sort of a breakup could be. Some sort of a treachery, backstabbing, heartbreak. This could even be surgery, healing. What's coming towards you in the future? You have Knight of Pentacles, a slow offer here. Now this is not a page, this is a knight. Still, earth energy is one of the slowest moving energies in the tarot. It's pretty much the slowest moving energy of the tarot because it's consistent and it's stable. It's like a rock, you can't remove a rock. This could be someone working on their career. We got death here. Could be a death of a relationship. This could be rebranding of a job. I've been getting a lot of rebranding lately as well. There's some sort of a secret here. This could be some sort of a magic or occultism as well. This person could be cursed. Or someone could have attempted to put a curse on them. This could be revenge. It's almost like if you don't accept my apology, I'm going to ruin your life, pretty much. I've heard that one before. I've heard stories of plenty older men telling me stories about their woman's I'm going to make you hate me, or I'm going to make you hate me through your children, or literally like I had to leave her because she wanted to do what she wanted to do, or whatever the case may be. That means there's no system of control. If you have no discipline within yourself and there's no system of controls around you, there's just a breakdown of integrity. It's like there's no one. It's like an untamed wild animal out in nature. You know what we do to unwild, domesticated animals that try to wander into the cities? You got 7 of Swords. So yeah, some sort of lie. Someone finessed someone. Someone hid something. This could have been done under the cover of night as well. Someone thought they were pretty smart and pretty slick too. They were very confident about this. Now, if this is a relationship, it doesn't feel like an open relationship. This is like, yeah, so what's coming towards you? Someone could be trying to come towards you with a slow offer, but because it's almost like they want to hurry your process of healing, or they want to hurry your scars or wounds into healing, and then they get sick or tired of it, of waiting or not getting their way, or that people have standards or integrity, and they go out and do something dumb. They ruin the family, or they ruin whatever bridge was being rebuilt here. We have 10 of Cups coming out, so this could involve, a marriage or a family or something like that. Relationship. Someone could have thought they were soulmates, but they indeed turned out to be karmics, which they are meant to show you where you are lacking in life. If you're too lackadaisical with the keys that you give to people to have access to you. Queen of Cups, an exorcism, a detox, a therapist, some form of an empath or an intuitive. Now, this could be a grandfather as well. Not sure if someone's going back and forth or arguing with their father or grandfather. This could be lessons learned after the fact as well. This is weird. This is toxic love here. Could be a lot of drinking here. There's a lot of drinking here. Now, before the Prohibition era, mainly one of the reasons why they had to enact the Prohibition laws were because, men were over drinking. They would come home, over drink, and abuse their wives and their children, that sort of thing, which is another reason why they incorporated these laws. Laws like child support and domestic abuse were because of white men. But for whatever reason, the narrative gets skewed. But yeah, that was one. That's almost like what I'm getting here. But the crazy thing is, it was the concern of the masculine. Now, under my concern, or from my understanding, men love to have men caves and to go in their own caves and chill out and have a couple beers and do nothing. So if someone's getting abused, that means they encroached and they antagonized someone until, of course, this person was not in a right or a healthy or mental state of mind after having a couple beers, and they went off, just like how a woman would go off on her period. So that was what was happening in the early 1900s to 1800s, or however long time has been going on that men have been drinking fermented vegetables and fruits, which we would call wine or natural spirits. Now it's a concern that women have become more, they've been more inclined to experiment with drugs than men have, really, to be honest with you, these women. So, but yeah, it's more of a thing, and you can clearly see it on TV. We don't really see the men doing it that much, but with the exposure of basketball wives, again, all of these TV shows that these women like to get on, that's the first thing they do. When you see them on camera, there's always a glass of wine. Happen to enjoy a glass of wine myself, but are these people trying to sell wine, or is this the image that they're trying to put out there in the comfort of your own home? Yeah. With a group of your friends? Yeah. We even live in an information age where you may have a group of friends that hop on a live or a panel together, and you may see someone drinking whatever they drink. Don't ask me what's in my cup. It's my cup. Like, are you serious? There's levels. But someone has a problem here. Someone has no emotional intelligence. Someone has no emotional discernment. They're just, I'm not sure if this person is spoiled, if this is an only child here. I mean, we did start out with the 9 of Cups. This could be a contentment. You see the cups around them, all the drinks that I was just talking about. This person usually has a big ass smile on their face, and if you know anything about Buddha, this is what Buddha looks like. A contentment, happy with oneself. I ain't got no worries. I'm unbothered. I'm spoiled. I got everything I want and could want. So we started the reading with that, and then we ended with a King of Cups. Now, this could be a very loving individual, but with too many drinks, as a man should be, love your women. Too many drinks, someone's attitude can turn bad, and they can be looked at as the devil. But yeah, we see more women nowadays that are drinking these wines and these spirits and these alcohols, and they're the ones doing things that they claim that men were doing 100 years ago. They're the ones that snapping off on people, ripping hairs out, throwing people in pools, disrespecting people, using profanity in front of everyone, like their children don't have to go to school and look everyone in their face. That's my child, though. Like, okay. 2 major arcana, yeah, very dangerous energy we have here. Someone could be trying to glamour someone. This is almost like, what is the final message here? Because we have Scorpio with magic or occultism. This could be makeup and all that type of stuff that females like to get into. Witchcraft. A secret. They're hiding something. And then we have the devil here, which is, again, obsession, temptations, 7 deadly sins, not using your discernment, your God-given talent. So this is a bad situation here. Yeah, they're going to have to break up here. I don't even think, well, I can't finalize anything. Couples counseling doesn't work for some people. Don't take my advice. But that's what I have for you today, Sagittarius. Long lessons and journeys to learn, karmic situations and whatnot. I mean, the only person that knows the truth and can tell you the answers to your problem is you. You just have to be honest with yourself and learn yourself. And most people either don't have the time or they don't have the spirit to do so. They don't have the discipline or the fortitude to face themselves. It was Shang Tsung, the shapeshifter. At the end of the first Mortal Kombat movie, when Liu Kang, everyone's favorite character, fought the sorcerer, and Katana, the woman that he was in love with, told him to face himself, because the shapeshifter, they already knew that the shapeshifter was going to turn into his baby brother that he couldn't save from death in order to sway his emotions. And that's why they tell men love will get you killed, because, again, love is an emotion like everything on that scale. Again, we have love, which is one of the highest vibration, which is the highest vibration. And then you have fear. And those things are very dangerous, man. It's a thin line between love and hate. Again, Darth Vader wanted to save his children's mother, Padme and Luke Skywalker's mother, because he had this great impending fear. He was clairvoyant, so he can kind of see the future, but not in clear images, that she was going to die. So through fear and anger, he tried to gain knowledge and wisdom and tried to save her, but he almost kind of ended up causing her death at the end of the day. Right? We see most relationships are like that, domestic violence and that sort of thing, domestic abuse. But that's all I have for you today. Like, share, subscribe, add value to the channel. Catch you on the next one. Peace.